If you have always wanted to try watercolor painting but weren't sure where to start, you're in the right place. Today I'll be showing you how to paint your very first watercolor landscape. No stress, no complicated techniques, just a simple, easy approach, perfect for beginners. You only need 2 brushes, 3 colors, and a sheet of watercolor paper to get started. I'll walk you through each step, laying down your first wash to add in those final details that bring your painting to life. So grab your supplies and let's get painting. So I start with clear water using a number 12 brush, just here and there, and then I come in with a wash of Winsor blue, and what I'm going to do is fuse the edges of the pigment with the washes of clear water so that we have a nice cloud effect. This is a very simple way of doing clouds, but also effective. Here and there, I'm just adding a darker wash of the Winsor blue with your red, and then I've got the clear water and I'm fusing the edges of the clouds. And you see how nice and fluffy they're now becoming, no hard edges. And that's what you'll be able to achieve by following this tutorial. You will also notice occasionally I will dab my brush on some clean tissue. I will be able to take off any excess fluid or pigment, because the important thing is maintaining control of your watercolors. And if you have too much water, too much pigment on the brush, things can run away with you. Mop up the edges and then dry with hair dryer. Then we've got a little distant hills, um, just at the horizon level there, nice and easy. Come across with your mixture of Winsor blue and red and just lay that down. Then you can go to your smaller brush or add in darker areas on that distant landscape. Then dry off with a hairdryer, as always dries lighter. Then we go to clear water again, using my number 12, over the whole of the landscape area. Whilst it's still wet, straight into Winsor blue, covering the whole area, and some Winsor blue with the red, from the sides mainly on that occasion. So the central part is kept quite light. All wet in wet taking place. And we're going to mop those edges again with nice clean tissue and dry off with the hairdryer, and it's dried nice and light. Then you've got your green mixtures, light green and dark green. Start with your light green, and I'm laying in the grassy bank areas, but I'm purposefully leaving the light area where the stream will be. And you'll see me shaping that up, making it more defined a little bit later. So some underpainting taking place. So as the stream goes into the distance to the horizon level, it of course gets more narrow. Still wet in wet, gone to the smaller brush and laying down some darker green, coming in from the sides, going up to where the stream is. This is so easy and it teaches you a great deal about transparent watercolor painting. Perfect for beginners. You can do this on a very small piece of paper, so you're not wasting lots of paper in this practice. Once you've mastered these methods, especially this great amount of wet and wet process, you'll be able to apply that to your future masterpieces. So I've dried that off, and as always, it's lighter. Then I've gone to small brush, and remember to like and subscribe, because if you do so, we'll notify you of future videos, and it's all free. And whilst I've got that smaller brush, I'm using a little technique which I call the side brush scraping technique. It helps me give texture to landscape areas. And on this occasion, the area of the bank of the stream, and then coming away from the bank. This is very simple. I know that you will be able to achieve this. And this size of paper, as I say, is very small. It's just 7 inches by 5 inches. So it's good for practice. It's not like you're using lots and lots of paper up. A small amount of pigment as well. These Winsor & Newton professional quality pigments go a very long way. You only need a little bit mixed up in your pans. And of course, you do notice at the very beginning that I mixed everything up in advance that I would be needing, so that I could rapidly progress with the painting and not have things drying too much on me. And here we are, here's the finished painting. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give my other beginner videos a try by clicking this thumbnail.